welcome back to my channel.
Welcome to my channel.
So as you saw from the title of the video, I'm doing a first impressions and review of a baby monitor that I purchased for my baby. As she gets a little older, we want her to get used to sleeping in the crib, and by doing so, that means we have to let her sleep in there on her own a little more often. The problem with that is that because I have a tri-level and sometimes I'm a little more far away from the crib than I'd like, I can't hear her cry. So we originally with Diago had an app that we were using that allowed us to hear him through our phone, and we didn't need any extra devices. All we needed was our phone and another Apple device. And so initially what we were using was our phone, and then I also had an iPod that we weren't using that I was connecting using this little arm, and it worked out really well for us actually. The problem with it is that as the iPod got older, we were needing to charge it up a lot more often, and eventually I ended up just giving it all together. Temporarily what I did up until I realized I needed a monitor is I was using the arm again, and then I was balancing an old iPad that we had laying around that Diago uses occasionally, just to watch her while she slept, and then that way when I'd hear her cry, I could come up and grab her and take her down with us. Again, the problem with that is that because it is older, it drained pretty quick in the battery. So even if I wanted to use it just for like a day or for a couple hours, by the end of the day it would be dead. The charge would be no more. And we didn't want it living on the charger again, because ultimately that's just not going to help the situation. So I took to my friend Amazon and I did a few searches of monitors that would be good and that had good reviews that I could use with the baby. Very popular ones came up. There were a few Motorola, some VTechs I think. We had the Owlet come up, the Nanit Pro, and there were a few other ones that came up that were just not the popular brand ones that had pretty decent reviews. I was looking for some pretty specific things, something that I could let run in the background, something that had pretty decent screen resolution, so HD preferably, something that I could do two-way talking to, just because Diago really liked that when he was younger, and I didn't want to carry around an extra like tablet handheld device of any sort. So that's what I was looking for, and then of course ultimately I wanted something with pretty good reviews. I wanted something that also we could move around, that wasn't necessarily stuck wherever we left it. And so we came across this one. This is the Cubo AI Smart Baby Monitor. With this one, you have actually, let me turn it around. I don't know if you can see it. So we have a wall mounting system that you could use, or you could just put it down and lay it down anywhere on a flat surface. We have, as I mentioned, over the top here, you have the covered face alert, you have danger zone alert, so you can set a danger zone area for it, photo capture if you want it, and then like I mentioned, it has HD, not only in daylight but also nighttime. I did open it from the initial box, but I didn't want to actually unbox it until I was in front of the camera, just to give you a first impressions and just let you know what I think.
Put the flesh.
Great job, baby.
I put your mouth. What color?
It's pink. Yeah. Once we do this initial unboxing, I'll try to get it set up and give you kind of my first impression on how it looks, getting the app set up and so on. Let's go ahead and open it. Once I open the box, this is what it looks like inside. So I have that little bird that I talked to you about, which is the actual camera right up front. Try not to drop anything. It says bringing peace of mind and joy.
You have an idea?
Yeah. It says bringing peace of mind and joy to parents everywhere at the very front. So in the box, just to kind of read what's here, it does say Cubo baby monitor, one crib attachment base, one water bag, one round base, a U-shaped camera holder, a mobile stand, the L-shaped stand and a stand extension. And then additional accessories are a wall plug, a crib stabilizer, and a reset pin. So right up on top of the box, like I mentioned, we have the actual camera, and then I'm assuming this is the round base that they're referring to of what's in the box, and that's exactly what it looks like. And it has just a little open me, which I'm assuming is just kind of to help with the setup. It sure is. Inside the base, we have the extension cord. So what is this? The wall plug. And this looks like, okay, so it's the mobile stand. So I'm assuming this means what I can move
Look, there's a
around
little
with.
jungle monkey.
It does look like there is
Look,
a
Mommy,
mic.
it's
And
a jungle monkey.
yes, baby. This piece looks like the crib attachment base. I'm not sure how this plays a part in anything. I'm assuming we can figure that out in a minute. So now we have that. I'm going to go ahead and keep removing layers. Okay, so the next box doesn't have anything interesting to it. We have the Cubo AI, or Cubo I, the quick start guide. So we just know that's just a quick way to get things started. And the actual camera. So like I said, it's pretty cute. It feels light. I don't know if sturdy is the word that I would use, but it feels decent. There are buttons, a button on the side. Yes, no. There is a button on the side, and the camera pivots.
What was this?
Camera for baby sister. The camera pivots, I'm assuming for when it's on the dock, or if it's mounted on the wall, then you can just face it downward. And then of course it's the connection pieces for whatever it is that you're using. And then digging further into this, we have the rest of the parts that they mentioned in the beginning.
Hey, Mommy. A camera for baby sister.
That's right. So we have the water bag as mentioned, wall plugs, the crib stabilizer, and a reset pin. So we have those items in here. The reset pin is on the box top. And then in the other section we have what would be, I'm assuming, what is the camera holder, the L-shaped stand, and the extension. So we have all those additional items over here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this set up and connected so we can give it a shot as far as giving it a try and see how this works. I think what I'm going to go ahead and give a try is going to be attaching it to the crib. So I'm going to figure that part out. As far as testing it in the meantime anyway, we'll probably use the mobile station and then give that a try at that point. So let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, now I'm assuming that where I have it set up is going to work, and I don't know that that's the case. So we're going to give it a quick shot. I'm going to download the app, and then we'll connect things and see if they work. If things don't work with how I have the camera set up currently, then, sorry, I'm out of breath from doing that. Clearly I'm out of shape. Whew. But if that doesn't work, then what we'll have to do is just remove it. I'll probably put it on the mobile stand for now and then just set it up probably around there. And then have hubby help me out once he's home. But for now, I want to go see if we can make this work. I want to go ahead and see if I can make this work. And hopefully it will. So let me grab my phone. So according to the manual, I'm to down the Cubo app and then create an account. So I'm going to do that first and then move on from there. Okay, so I will not focus, but there we go. So the app is this one right here. Okay, so
Mommy,
It's telling me to plug it in, so let's go ahead and give this a try. Let me see how I can put it up. Okay, so it's asking me to take my Cubo, which is this little guy, and it says to go ahead and connect. Make sure the light on Cubo is green and then continue. So green. So I'm showing. So there is something that asks me, is the light color different? Oh, okay. So when Cubo is plugged in for the first time, you will see an aqua blue status light for about 90 seconds before it turns green. The green status light indicates Cubo is set up mode and is ready for pairing.
Happy.
Okay, and now we're green. So I just heard like a bird chirping kind of sound. So it's asking me what network I want to connect to. Oh, there we go. So I'm connecting it to my network. Okay, so now it's asking me place the QR code 7 inches in front of the Cubo camera. And so I'm assuming it means
Cubo is now connecting to Wi-Fi.
okay.
Please continue to next step.
So it did say Cubo is connecting to Wi-Fi. Please continue to next step. There is a little box that you check that it says that it told you that, and you hit continue. And now it's saying it's connecting. So that is really easy actually, if that's it for the connection. It walks you through it and it gives you the help mode throughout the screens if you need it.
Setup complete.
Setup complete. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's clear. Okay. So my phone keeps saying, oh, it was saying still connected. So you can hear the feedback from that, but I'll show you what I can see. So we have a special guest who just woke up from a nap right as my memory card was giving out. It's about me.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we have Cubo, who I still have to figure it out, but I don't know how to turn it off when it's already plugged in. And it's probably good that I can't, but okay, so before I disconnected the Cubo, I actually had a few different things that popped up on my phone on the app that I kind of want to walk you guys through. I'll pull up a screenshot and put it on the phone, and hopefully I can make it easy to follow along on what I find. So obviously you have the images on the very top of what is on the camera, and I think I managed to show that to you before the memory card gave out. Right now it just says reconnect, and it just has a little cartoon image of the Cubo on top with an option to reconnect, which I will once I plug it back in. It actually gave me a temperature and humidity reading. So it's saying it's 76 degrees in this room with 31% humidity. I definitely believe the heat because it is a little warm in here. As we move down on the right side, I have the camera. So like I mentioned, it gives you the ability to take a still shot, and I'm assuming that that's what that's for. As I scroll, and I will take a screenshot of that also, you see that it has it captures what the video is for you. So even as you're scrolling through the app, it's showing you what you're missing on the video. It does have a covered face or rollover alert that will pop up for you if it's in here. So basically it just says, our AI detects your baby's face and alerts you if their mouth or nose is covered. Or if they've rolled over, sending an immediate alert to your phone, which is pretty fantastic, especially for her because she's so little. We're not there yet. So when she starts to do that, we'll definitely want to know if she's alone in her crib. You can customize those face alerts apparently. So if the baby's a stomach sleeper, or if you'd like to reduce the amount of alerts, you can configure those settings, and then it tells you how. There is a detection zone, so that danger zone that it talked about. So you can select that area, keep the crib clean so that the little one is safe and it prevents those false alerts. We also have, it can alert the following through push notifications. So if there's a baby in the crib, if the baby's not in the crib, the face covered, baby's cue auto capture snaps apparently can also be set up. And then there's an option to set up the notifications. And then there's like announcements, I'm assuming, that are part of like the companies. And of course, it's the settings for setting that up. And then there's pair a new camera. So if you wanted to pair up another camera. So that is essentially what Cubo AI is. It seems pretty neat. I will try to update you guys once we actually get some use out of it. That we can actually give an honest review of how and what I think. But I think so far from what I see, like I said, I did some research. I wanted something with good reviews. This had good reviews. And I wanted something that would be durable, and this seemed to be durable. And from the way I am feeling Cubo so far, it seems like it'll be something that's durable. If you saw me maneuvering things, trying to figure out how to undock it, there's a nightlight feature to it, which is really nice also.
Look, it's baby's sister.
So already some pluses. Yes, baby. Okay, so it's been now a couple hours that we set up the monitor, so I figured I'd give a really quick update on just kind of what's transpired over those last couple hours. So I went ahead and I set it up. Instead of doing an attachment to the crib, I went back and I attached it to the base. And so that's sitting under the crib, and then that way it's easier to move it if I need to move it. It is still detecting 74 degrees in the room with 30% humidity now, so it's dropped a little. I am screen recording the monitor for you, so I'll include that on the screen. I went in and I put in my settings, so I have the rollover alert and the covered face alert. I do have a medium cry alert. Just she tends to kind of grunt and push when she sleeps, and I don't want it alerting to that. So we'll see how the medium alert functions. Other than that, so far it's been working pretty great. I haven't had any notifications, so she just fell asleep not long ago. So I'm waiting to see if when she starts to kind of move around and cry, if that creates some sort of push notification for me. Other than that, so far, so good. I did want to mention a couple things that I didn't mention originally when I sat down with the box. So price point on this monitor. So on Amazon, like I mentioned, where I purchased this from, the price of the monitor is $249 even. There is currently a save extra $50 when you use this coupon. So I had applied that, and so I got the monitor for $200. We'll see long term how this works, how the connections work, if there continues to be a lag or not. But so far, a couple hours in, there's my baby. I like it so far, and the image quality is great, as you can probably see in the video, which I'm hoping to add as well. If you have any additional questions about the monitor, happy to hear it. Until then, don't forget to hit subscribe and that like button below, and I'll see you in my next video.